Previously on Xcom, we had a small UFO flying around and I promised I would show what happened with it, so here it is. It landed, there are floaters inside. It's almost not worth recording except for this term. One alien. And I did not expect there to be another alien behind it, but they're both facing away, so Firearm has a wonderful opportunity here. Two aliens. Go on, you can do it.
Rules of nature! As he chops up a whole ship, we got enough aliens for a soup.
And no one on this XCOM squad has killed 3 aliens in one turn, so I thought that was noteworthy.
That is pretty noteworthy. Now let's see if he can't go for a fourth.
I'm Shaky Fondue.
And I'm Military Sheep 65358. Brought to you by Together 2.
Of course there'd be a lot of military sheep. Have you seen a pack of those things?
Military Sheep reminds me of a song by Perfect Circle.
Huh. What's the name of that?
It's on their Emotive album, but I can't recall it at the moment.
Okay. Well, congratulations to Firearm. That seems like a moment that would be pretty badass if put into proper animation.
Well, that's why I said rules of nature, as I want you to imagine this human soldier running into a room full of them with highly explosive, highly reactive material, and just chopping them down. Also, quick detail, if you see that floater was a different color and his cape was darker, that is an indication that he is a higher rank.
Yep, I later found out that ones with green cloaks are engineers.
I'm not sure what the black capes are, but you can be sure they are very important.
Now, we're approaching the mission that I brought you in for, because I think we've established that I normally do not bring military sheep in for low-key situations.
Nope, I'm for when shit gets real.
Our research is going very well. I mentioned previously on other venues that I managed to interrogate some extremely important technology pieces out of aliens we've captured, so we have a lot of things we can produce and a lot of things we can research. I'm working on mind probes in preparation for the ever-looming alien base attack.
Yep. However, he's currently developing, as you can see on his base, hyperwave decoders.
Yes.
Now, in classic vanilla XCOM, those would basically just replace everything, and you'd never need another radar unit. Does Final Mission...
That's the same.
That's the same, you say? Ah.
In Final Mod, it is the same. You just have to wait a lot longer before getting hyperwave decoders, because there are more technologies in the way.
Yeah.
And well, someone clued them in on what was going on, and they're not attacking the same place twice. I give them credit for that.
I think it's the fact of you're building a hyperwave decoder that uses the same navigation as their UFOs. So, I want you to imagine, if you will, Reg.
Yes?
I want you to imagine an alien scouting ship just flying around trying to find us. And then suddenly, they see a blip on the navigation. It's like, guys, is there another UFO scheduled to be here? No.
By the way,
hey.
power armor. I believe we just saw it a second ago, but we are starting to develop power armor, and we can use alien plasma rifles now.
Oh man, this final mod is already beautiful to me. It's making all this crap stack.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. In vanilla, all of these things took up their own spaces, and it was especially bad for base defense because all the crap that you had lying around would take up your inventory space when you were preparing. Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, I've not played Final Mod, but Shiki Fondue has me here because I'm familiar with vanilla, with classic vanilla, and base missions aren't even dreaded for how dangerous they are, just for the fact you have to go through all this stupid equipment.
Which is why it was especially important there to quickly get rid of everything that you weren't using anymore.
Pretty much. So, let's hope it goes pretty similar to your last base defense that you had me here for, where you were able to use smoke screens and get the drop on your assailants. Oh, I see what that is. Oh,
yep.
This base ain't getting out without some damage from those little bastards.
Yeah, they burn the floor whenever they crawl across it.
And if you remember, folks watching at home, if your bases take too much, if a part of your base takes too much damage, it is rendered inoperable, and you will lose it.
The one good thing is that your access lift can never be destroyed, unless the base falls altogether.
Yep.
Now, this applies to you in particular. Mr. Hart is part of the defense force, and last time he was equipped with a small launcher which fired stun bombs. This is more of a killing mission, so I gave you more of a killing weapon. In this case, it is a heavy railgun. But first I want to show off something else. This is something I researched, and, well, it does that.
It makes the screen wig out like crazy?
That's part of it, yes. That's because if it took time to track every shot slowly, it would take too long. That's a scatter laser. Remember the heavy machine gun?
Yeah, that you never use.
Well, I fire it maybe once a mission, and it was pretty okay at killing things.
Not in vanilla. In vanilla, I just skipped it straight for laser pistol.
I don't think that the heavy machine gun was in vanilla, but anyway.
They had a Gatling gun.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit different. But the scatter laser is another new invention, and its accuracy is not the best. It can only fire in auto-fire mode, which takes a high percentage of your time units. But it does fire 20 shots. Let's give it that.
And
it's like a... Go ahead.
And you said it's laser, right?
Yes. It's about the same attack power as a standard laser rifle, so 50 damage.
That's actually good for tearing down sectopods, because don't forget, they have a weakness to lasers.
If you can flank them, yes, I fully agree. And this is an advanced laser weapon, so it never runs out of shots. It's like a continuous laser hose.
Beautiful. But show me the receipts. We've got killing to do.
I'm sure that there's one person in our guild who would appreciate that.
Hey, he's in this mission.
He is, that is true. Now, the singular thing about plasma rifles, as opposed to the other plasma weapons that made them interesting and valuable to me, is their amazing snapshots. Not their damage in particular, although it is a plasma weapon, so it's gonna kill most things. But its snapshots are ridiculously accurate. And since those are what you use for reaction, that's very valuable, and it's also useful for being able to shoot well. Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, he is not dead on next turn. If you can get someone there with a med kit, you can save him.
Right. Now, there may be a couple of complications, because between him and the medkit user is an alien who's facing in that direction. And there's a closed door in the way.
Come on, easy boy. You have one job.
Fortunately, my scout tank can be a designated door opener. And boy did I need that snipe. Alright. hold your breath for this. Oh, wait. There's two more. One of them is facing away, but one is not, and that one has a heavy plasma gun. It would be a bad idea to risk reaction fire from that thing.
Yes.
Good news is, our bullet hose or laser hose is ready again.
I love how you almost fired it without moving that poor bastard out the way.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, from the completely janky animation, it looks like a lot of the shots went down the plate.
Yep. That's because Kenjutsu is using it and his accuracy is extremely high by this point. Unfortunately, our dear recruit has to wait another turn before help can arrive, because some turn units were used.
Yeah, he's... Okay.
Yep.
He either lives, he's dead. Or, even worse, is that Izugo gets overrun by one of those fire slugs and burns the body.
Yep, that can happen, folks. It's happened to better commanders than I, although I suppose that's a rather long list.
No, that's an incredibly long list. He's got to pick up all his crap, too.
Nah, Kamatari's got the day off from now on.
There ain't no day off if the base falls, you all dead!
That's true, but when you've taken that much damage, it gives a huge penalty to your shooting, so I might as well just get him out of the way.
I don't know, he could be a useful distraction.
Oh, you are not very nice to your guildmates.
Look, we're talking about the alien menace.
I mean, yes, we're talking about the survival of the base, and it is very important.
At the end of the day, one rookie, it's about as important as a roll of toilet paper that your cats tore up.
You know, I think that at least some of our guildmates are glad that you're not the commander.
Oh, come on! I make one joke about rookie bombs!
I had actually forgotten about that, but thanks for bringing it up again. Alright, so, you are correct about laying down smoke at every choke point to help lessen the danger for situations like this.
Except shooting it in the middle of your access lift.
Yeah, well, I don't talk about that one so much. The recruit had a bad throwing arm. That wasn't my fault at all, I swear.
Well, I guess you didn't try it again with this access lift.
So, Antithesis cannot see the alien that's further back, which means, yeah, I'm probably safe from reaction shots here. Problem is, that, crawling thing was only knocked unconscious, so, it could wake up and start burning us up and... Wait, how'd that happen?
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus! Also, I'm sad I forget the name of it, but it's never really a threatening enemy, it's just a hindsight.
Yeah, but still, that... I was completely not expecting that reaction shot. There was evidence that smoke blocked its sight. I don't know what happened. Also, Antithesis is lucky that that alien was only using a plasma pistol.
You need to check him. He might have some fatal wounds.
Oh, don't worry. I know he has fatal wounds, and I know this because his life bar was glowing red, if you pay close attention.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That is a nice feature of this mod. In a classic XCOM, I would just look, and you could tell that there was white over the health bar.
Yeah, but that's fatigue damage. That's something else entirely. Also, because I'm using puny human medkits... Oh, here's your time to shine. You're in melee range with it, and you have a heavy railgun with auto-fire capability. Go nuts.
Done.
Okay, then. Good job.
Also, I know it's fatigue damage, but I've always noticed a trend. They'll have high fatigue damage if they've taken 49 fatal wounds.
Yeah, once you take a certain amount of damage in one shot, fatal wounds are guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the reasons I love scout tanks. When I was just starting with Final Mod, I kind of wasted their potential because I didn't apply their smoke properly. I just sort of only used them for scouting, which... Since smoke grenades are a bit cumbersome to use with infantry, that's kind of a waste. Being able to snapshot them is great.
Yeah, I would say. Though to be fair, in Classic, I always kept at least one smoke grenade on anyone.
Oh yeah, that's... and I use standard smoke grenades too. That's definitely good practice. Now, what I was saying before was that the medkit that I used had run out because it's a puny human medkit which only has 3 charges, as opposed to the first one you research in vanilla.
Yeah.
So I need to bring someone else forward.
Those are amazing. 10 charges on everything, it's all you need.
It's also lighter, and it only takes 2 equipment slots, so you can put it on your belt. That's probably why they made it the subject of lots of alien medical secret technology for you to develop.
Yeah,
Because
not gonna blink.
Yeah.
The 3 things you rush in vanilla are laser pistols, armor, medkit.
Yep.
Pick your favorites, but you're still going to research the other 2 afterwards.
Yeah. It was... I always felt a little bit odd researching medkits first in vanilla because of the complete lethality of the weapons you're gonna face. But in that game, in that version, damage varies more. So, in the version I'm playing, it's 50 to 150%, which means that anything bigger than a plasma pistol will kill you regardless. But in vanilla, it's 0 to 200%, so you might very well encounter wounds but not deaths from even the large weapons.
I don't know, Reg. I think if plasma kissed me, I think I'd be pretty wounded.
Yeah, I'd be pretty wounded too. But
and that snapshot does, and 2 snapshots miss, but the 3rd is
yeah, I got 4. I got 3 or 4 60% shots that missed in a row, which is why it's always important to bring backup. I've said that a lot, I know, but it's true.
It is definitely true.
Alright, so we got a laser rifle with plenty of shots, but that still wasn't enough, so Mr. Hart needs to go show how a railgun works.
By missing entirely.
Nope, you killed it. If you listen closely. You killed it on the first shot, I think.
Yeah, but it so looks like I'm just shooting in... it looks like the sprite looked like it was somehow firing 90 degrees to the left right into the wall.
Well, maybe one of them was. Maybe he kept shooting because the sound for the heavy railgun is so awesome, with echoes and everything. I gotta give respect to the people who made that sound file.
Yep. It always pays when you're making a mod to put in as many small touches as you can.
Yeah. So thanks for bringing the heavy firepower, Military Sheep. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I assume that's why you signed up for Xcom. Or why I signed you up.
Wait,
Whatever.
We had a choice?
We can maybe work that out after the war. I don't know. Anyway, one of the great things about having good snapshots is the versatility it offers. It's really good to move, fire, and then move again, or to take several good accuracy shots, because there are a lot of weapons where 72% is what you get with an aimed shot. So being able to get that with a snap is really nice for tactical purposes.
Yep. However, I noticed, as much as you like to move while leaving enough for a snapshot, you don't use the button in the left-hand corner for that.
Well, I tried when I was starting out with the game, but there were too many situations where I just wanted to move the whole turn and the game was stopping me.
Well, you can switch
So-
that.
Yeah, exactly. And I just sort of used the mod feature, which shows how much time I'll have left after moving, instead of the automatic feature.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, for people playing, it is a good idea to to acknowledge and make practice of those 4 buttons down there.
By the way, from the last enemy turn sounds, we can tell that... Oh, wow. Well, that was complete luck.
Wow!
But as I was saying...
Asmus gets an award for a shot in the dark.
But the enemy has started panicking and going berserk, which is really nice to happen, especially because that usually makes them drop their weapons. If I was in a capturing state of mind, that would be a great opportunity, but I'm not.
There's no mercy for invading our base. And then wrecking it with your stupid slugs! No, I just want you to imagine, Fundu, that if we tried to take anyone captive, after this was done, I'd probably just butt them with my rifle and then shoot them.
Whoa, you took a plasma rifle shot right there, and you barely noticed.
Meh.
That usually doesn't happen.
I am a very unusual person. Have you not understood this?
Well, I knew that you were a very unusual person, but I had not quite documented the number of ways. It's a long list, you gotta understand.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
Alrighty. And you know that a mission is going well when the people who were sort of hanging back just cannot catch up and don't have a chance to get any of the kills.
We also don't have a chance to get any of the experience, and we'll be weakened soldiers compared to everyone else.
Well, yes and no. When it comes to stuff like firing accuracy, it's best to try to rack it up over one mission, because that's the only way you can get guaranteed growth. Like, Receipt's got 3 successful snipes, and that's what it takes to get at least...
You
okay,
aimed
that
that
was my
all,
fault.
and I think if you had aimed that right, it would have been a direct hit.
Alright, so the first miss was my fault, but the second wasn't.
Oh, Izuyoi with another kill. She's doing good.
Yep,
We'll have to congratulate her.
I agree. And I also find it interesting that in Final Mod, eventually, humanity comes up with a weapon that's sort of humanity's answer to plasma, which is, it's not as accurate, and its weapon damage type is not as good, but the raw damage is actually improved.
Oh?
Yeah.
What is it?
For example, the plasma rifle deals 80 plasma damage. That's how much damage a rail pistol does. Oh wow, remember the hey, it's gonna wake up problem? Well...
Oh, look at
Antithesis?
that! He got himself a little bit of revenge.
Yep, and I was gonna give him the day off. But, nope, he didn't get to. Also, I feel bad for whoever's tasked with cleaning up afterwards, because they're gonna have to repair the burnt floor.
Not it.
Of course you're not it. The one benefit of being the cleanup guy is that you usually are not put at risk for, dying from plasma weapons.
All I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna walk out and say, nope, I tanked a plasma hit, I'm gonna take my medical leave of the day, and later, bitches.
Funny you should put it that way, because that was only 1 day's worth of medical leave after the fact. You were like, a plasma rifle? I'll just walk it off.
See, I know myself very, very well. And we're at the final hangar. We are almost done.
Yep.
And it strikes true! We are done!
Yep.
And that is an amazing result.
20 aliens, but no deaths. At this rate, I'm not even sure that a base invasion is worthy of the term shit getting real anymore. I'll bring you back when something important happens next time, okay?
Yep, and I'll be waiting.
That might be sooner than we expect, because once those decoders are installed, I'll have a much easier time of finding out when the aliens are going on base-making missions.
Yep.
And I don't want to stop those, for reasons that I'll explain when the time comes. Well, thanks for joining in. I hope the watchers enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed doing commentary.
I enjoyed the commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Military Sheep 653858, fighting Fondu's battles. Bye.